as we're joined now by our Grizzly today, Mr. Jordan Cox. Jordan, how are we doing?
I'm doing great. I'm sitting next to Mahomes right now, so I feel fantastic.
You got to feel pretty good today. Your performance here is you teamed up with Kevin Confederact, and that seemed to be a regular occurring thing here. You guys won the Super Bowl in the fall. You've carried that over here in the spring. Is it just business as usual for you two guys, or how do you keep improving? Because this doubles performance here, 8-3 by my account, was pretty impressive.
Yeah, we're just playing with a lot of confidence right now. Obviously, coming from the fall, you said we won the NAIAs and then went to New York. So we're just building on that match by match. And today we had some quality opponents, and we were just in it from the start, every point.
Let's talk about this quality opponent in Tennessee Tech here. Grizzlies are 10-0 in the season. Out of the 10 teams, where would you rank them as our toughest opponent of the season?
I would say Tennessee Tech today was probably our toughest ahead of Lander. Lander was our toughest, and I think Tennessee Tech was today our toughest match.
Yeah, absolutely. Grizzlies come away with the 7-2 victory. For you, you go into singles play. You battled in the first set. Then the second set had to go to tiebreakers there.
Yeah.
A little drama, too, as well here. It's never easy with Jordan Cox. How did it go? You describe the match for me.
I thought the first set was a good set. I won at 6-3. Played pretty well, and then second set was going great, and I was up there serving for it at 5-4, and then had a little hiccup, and that happens sometimes. And not to mention we had some close calls, so emotions were riding high, but I managed to pull it out in a tight tiebreaker. But the guy was a tough opponent, just like everybody else at every line. They were very difficult.
And so for you, how do you deal with that emotion? Because we see that emotion there. Is it always negative, or can you sometimes turn a negative into a positive?
Look negative every time?
You could just tell when things are going bad, though. Sometimes you're hard on yourself because you're a competitor.
Yeah.
How do you turn that over? Because again, you let it slip, and now you got to get refocused going to the tiebreaker.
I've always been a fiery player since I was a junior all the way through to now.
Sure.
I sometimes feed on it. Sometimes it can be negative and I can lose some points off it. But I enjoy tennis more when I get pumped up and fired up. Maybe not as much as Matthias Hayden. He's on another level. But, some days I get close to him. So
sure.
It's fun.
But it was a fun day here as you take care of business both in doubles and singles. And I'm afraid here I'm going to have to let you set the record straight here. We had your friend Matthias Hayden on Grizzlies Live this past Wednesday.
Yeah, I saw that. We
had some fun with Matthias, and I'll just go ahead and put it out there. Who is the best ping pong player on this GGC men's tennis team?
It's very difficult to say without coming off real. I don't know. I don't want to come off.
Who are the best three? Let's put it that way.
All right, that's all right. Best three I'd say is we got Luke.
Okay.
We got Connor.
Okay.
And then I have to say
I'll say it, Jordan Cox. I'll say it. You don't want to, I'll say it, Jordan Cox.
I didn't say it.
Because Matthias' story was Kevin Confederate was the best, and then Matthias somehow beat him, and I didn't know how much truth there was to that. And again, Matthias was having a lot of fun with it.
Everybody can play on the table.
Okay.
Let me just set the record straight.
Okay.
Everybody can play.
All right.
We've only seen Kevin on the table maybe once or twice.
Oh.
And he's not bad, but you got to get at least 10 games on that table before you can actually solidify yourself on the rankings.
Gotcha.
So
is there a board in the lobby in there?
No, there's a board in my mind and everybody else's, and they know I'm number one. So it's difficult. I'm not number one on this team, maybe, but I'm number one on that table. So I'm taking that home with me.
Well, Jordan, as always, man, great job getting the job done. Appreciate you being here.
Yeah, where are the Dunkin' Donuts? That's really why I came up here.
Well, I mean, it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. How many people eat Dunkin' Donuts at 5 o'clock in the afternoon?
Last time you guys were here, you had Dunkin' Donuts, and then as soon as we come here, you don't have them. So.
I'll owe you some Dunkin' Donuts. How's that sound?
All right, that sounds good.
Again, Jordan, congratulations here. Before you go, I mean, you want some shout-outs there? I know some people are back home watching.
Yes. Say hello to my mom and dad. They're probably going to watch on demand. Say hello to my family in South Africa. Happy birthday to my Aunt Elise and everybody else in the world. I got family in New Zealand and just all over. So hope you guys enjoyed it.
The global Jordan Cox there. Appreciate it again there. Jordan Cox, our Grizzly today.